Today is Monday, April 9th, 2018. You're listening to Touch 'em All Sports Radio. I'm Justin Franklin. Ethan Payne is back in studio, and across the table from me is shorter superstar BJ McCoy. Thanks for coming in today, man.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
So, Ethan, the Masters was yesterday. Did you watch any of that?
Oh, yeah, I caught a little bit at the tail end, and I watched some of the par 3 challenge. That's about it. I didn't get to watch much, actually.
The Masters, a time-honored tradition here in Georgia, but something else that is coming up quick that's got some relevance really around here and all across the state of Georgia is the NFL draft. College football is long gone, and we've got a lot of guys hopeful for the NFL draft, including the guy sitting across the table from me, BJ. Football season ended in November. And how have you kept yourself prepared and in shape and making sure that people see you as far as the draft goes?
Well, as soon as football season had ended, I actually didn't take a break. I actually started back working out as soon as it was over because I actually played an all-star game about 2 weeks after our last game. So that was a really good experience, and they gave me a lot of exposure. I got the chance to play in front of all 32 teams. So that was a really good experience, including CFL scouts as well. So ever since then, I've been back, and I've been training really hard with some of the people I train with here also. And the thing about me is I kind of have my own training regimen. You know,
Okay.
I don't go off anybody else's. So everything I do, I pretty much do myself.
Okay, so what is your own personal training regimen, and how does it differ from, say, a personal trainer that someone would hire or sign up to be with?
Well, if you ever got into other trainers, man, you have certain trainers who focus on powerlifting. Some focus on just muscle building, and some focus on cardio. I try to make sure that every workout I do has all those phases in one.
Okay.
So you'll do a part of my workout has power in it, a part of my workout has speed, and a part of my workout has muscle building. So it's all of that in one.
Okay. And you said you played in an All-Star game after the season. What can you tell us about that?
It was a great experience. It was called the National Bowl. It was in Daytona, Florida.
Okay.
And it was a great time. It was a great experience. I got a chance to play with a lot of different guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play with nobody here, but we did have somebody who played in a similar game as me. They played after the game I played in. But I got to play against some of the guys that I played in the conference.
Okay.
We were on the same team, which was, a fun experience also.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to, see what other competition is like.
Yeah, and so you're not the only guy from Shorter that's being looked at by different teams. Do you guys get together, and then who else from Shorter has these other people looking at them?
As far as I know, we have a guy named Freddie and also a guy named Rodney Jackson.
Okay.
And Freddie Hart, that's his last name, sorry. But, those guys, they have a place that they go to in Kennesaw or whatever, and they train there. Unfortunately, I don't really have that type of intake right now, so I have to kind of do it on my own.
Yeah.
But, those guys are really training really hard, man. I know they're going to get their opportunity as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that you doing it on your own and being so dedicated versus going somewhere like that and to a big name place, it shows that you're dedicated more and you put more effort into it. And I think I'm not saying that these guys don't want it more than you do. But you know what I'm saying. So how many years have you been at Shorter?
This is my 5th year.
This is your 5th year.
It's my 5th year only because I had back surgery, so
Yeah.
I decided to stay one more year and play my last season.
So and how many different coaches were you under?
I've been under 2 head coaches as far as being here, and I've had 3 position coaches since being here.
And how hard is that to adjust to different coaching staffs?
Well, the first time adjusting to the coaching staff wasn't hard at all because I had somebody here. When I first got here, after my sophomore season, we had a different position coach come in, and he made it feel like he made football fun for me again.
Yeah.
He made it feel like as if I just started playing again.
Yeah.
And so I built a great relationship with him, and he really taught me the knowledge of football even more than what I had known. And so sometimes it's a difficult transition to go from one coach to a different one, but it comes with the job.
And a question I have as far as scouting wise and communicating with these teams, how different is communication with the NFL than the CFL?
Really, it's not any difference, honestly. They have different times that they play during the season, but the CFL starts a little earlier than the NFL does. But as far as the scouting goes, it's really not that much of a difference. It's just the NFL is probably just a little bit more strict on what they do and how they handle certain things. So, yeah.
Ethan, you got any questions for BJ?
No, not really. I'm enjoying hearing what you're saying right now. I'm not really talking much because we only have 2 mics here right now, so I'm just kind of sitting back and enjoying watching the process happen.
BJ, another question that I have, and I don't know how much you're at liberty to say, but contact as far as NFL teams go, can you name drop a few teams, or is that still in the works?
The only team that has actually contacted me, they contacted me right after I played an All-Star game, is the Baltimore Ravens. They actually called me while I was working out in my front yard, and it was actually a call that I wasn't even gonna pick up because I thought it was just a different
prank
number.
Call, yeah.
But and they called, man. It's just everything just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of opened up and it let me know that, hey, this is really about to happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a wake up call, man. I can honestly say, man, I started literally running around in my driveway after we got off the phone because man, that's a call that I've been waiting on all my life since I was 5 years old.
For sure. And I think as far as the NFL goes, people say, "Oh, I wouldn't want to play for this team. I wouldn't want to play for that team." But you get that call, and it's holy cow, this is an NFL team that is actually interested in me, and it's crazy, and all that goes out the window.
Yes, it does.
But I don't know a whole lot about the CFL, and I don't think Ethan does either. Do you know a little bit about that you could share with us?
Well, I do know they do have some different rules than the NFL.
Yeah.
They have different point regimens that they go by and certain aspects of it. But as far as just playing the game, it's really not that much of a difference.
Yeah.
So I do know for one thing, they have a guy who can literally start running, before the ball is snapped.
Oh,
but
wow.
They have to snap the ball before he passes the line of scrimmage.
Oh, okay.
But, he gets a little running start.
Yeah, so just little minor stuff, but it ends up making a big difference. Yeah. Last week we had Coach Morrison and Coach Burnham in here. Have you been in communication at all with the new coaching staff here at Shorter?
I have talked to them a few times. I can say, man, I think they're really going to turn this program around. Coach Morrison for sure, because being a Shorter alumni and being the first football All-American here and things like that, and the first one inducted to the Hall of Fame for the football team, that sets a good bar for him. Yeah. So I really feel like he's going to come in, he's going to change some things.
Yeah.
And just from talking to some of the guys who already practice, I see that, he's making a big difference.
And you talked about Coach Morrison actually being a player here at Shorter, and then he comes back. How much does that mean to you, because you're a player, and obviously you enjoy football, so is that window open for you?
Yeah.
As far as, post-playing career?
Yeah, it is. I can't say that, I would want to come here. I mean, I would if the job was offered. I wouldn't mind, but I would like to coach after football is done.
Yeah.
And hopefully personal training and all that stuff is in that window as well.
Yeah, because football is all about giving back in a sense. Taking care of the people who put you where you are, and I think that's huge. Ethan, anything to add to that? Any more questions that you may have thought of while you're sitting over there?
Every time I think of something, I hear you say it because I'm sitting here just thinking exactly what you're about to say. I don't really have much. If I think of something, I will for sure let you know though.
I'm
probably can't hear me right now, but you guys,
yeah.
That's all that matters.
And I'm trying to think of questions on the fly, BJ. Is there anything that you want the people to know about you, or people that might be listening?
Oh yeah, well, if anybody's around Shorter who's listening, I do have a thing where I train a lot of people here. I train around 17 people right now, and I do have something that I'm opening up. It's called Hulk Mentality Training.
Okay.
And basically, it has to do with having the mentality of the Hulk. That's kind of where I center everything around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Hulk. It's basically destroying anything or anyone who's trying to stop you from reaching your destination.
For sure, man.
And that's a slogan that goes with it. So if anybody who wants to train or anything like that, I train any time of the day. I don't have any more classes. I'm actually done. I just finished. So basically, I'm just waiting for graduation, waiting for the draft, and
Sweet,
helping others along the way.
Sweet, man. So you said you're ready to graduate. So 5 years here at Shorter. Can you pinpoint a favorite Shorter Hawk memory, like your favorite moment as a Hawk? Can be football, can be off the field.
Favorite moment as a Hawk? I would say it was against Valdosta State, my junior year, when I rushed for 256 yards.
Oh wow.
And that was a great game because it was on a Thursday night, and basically the whole school was there.
Yeah.
So that made it
That's
really
pretty cool.
exciting.
That's really cool. And we talked about it. We said, people have their dream teams. So what is your dream NFL team?
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. Is that your favorite team?
That's what made it so exciting.
Yeah, that's like a dream come true, man. And well, we're all rooting for you, BJ. We really are. And if there's anything that we can do for you, let us know, man. We can't do much, but if there's anything we can do, let us know for sure. Ethan, I'm done for today. You got anything?
One quick question. What CFL teams have you been in contact with?
It's this team called the Wimpington Blue Bombers.
Okay.
I've been in contact with them a lot about coming to camps and things like that. But as of right now, I'm really just focused on the NFL part.
Yeah.
And to see how that turns out because, like I said, they start way earlier than the NFL does. They start in June.
Yeah.
And so I just want to give the NFL a shot. And if that doesn't work out, then I will possibly go and try the CFL and see how that works out for me.
Yeah, for sure. I think if you've got it, man. I've watched videos of you and you're fast and you're a big bulky guy, and that's what guys in the NFL and the CFL I assume look for. Mm-hmm. And I really think you got it, man. We're all rooting for you here at Shorter. I'm sure you've got. I feel like I'm new here at Shorter, so I feel like if once you leave and you go places, you've got this whole community behind you, and I think that's what Coach Morrison's trying to establish here is a relationship, and I think that's what you talked about earlier, and we're all rooting for you.
I appreciate it.
Ethan, BJ, you got any closing remarks? Ethan, closing remarks?
I just want to say thank you for giving me a chance to be on the show.
Oh, for sure, man.
It.
Thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. And once you do make it big, because we know you will, you should come on back and be a guest again, man.
Oh, most definitely.
All right. This has been Touch 'em All Sports Radio. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Ethan. We'll see you on Wednesday for our very last episode.